What's up, home bartenders? Today we're making homemade amaretto. Can it be as good as Di Serono or any other commercial amaretto? Let's find out. So let's take a look at our ingredients. We've got water and sugar. Obviously, we're going to be making a syrup. We also need booze. For that, we're gonna be using brandy. You can use plain vodka, you can use rum, whiskey, whatever you want. I'm gonna go brandy. I think that's gonna give us the best flavor, but do what you want. As for our flavorings here, we're gonna be using my homemade vanilla extract. So if you wanna see that recipe, check out the links, it'll be linked below. We also have a secret ingredient that's gonna be going into our liqueur today, so stick around and find out what that is. And for the signature almond flavor in amaretto, we're going with a quick and easy recipe today. We're gonna be using almond extract. There's a lot of recipes out there that have you actually infusing almonds, raw almonds, and then a bunch of other things like apricot cores and cherry pits and things like that. One of these days I'll probably do that version, but for today we're going quick and easy. This is not gonna take you more than 10-15 minutes to make your amaretto, and then we're gonna test it and see if it's better than Di Serono. All right, let's get to it. The first thing we need to do is make our syrup. So what we want here is 2 parts of a demerara sugar or a brown sugar, turbinado, kind of a raw sugar, 2 parts to 1 part water. All right, and just because we're awesome, we're going to use movie magic to make that syrup, because I already have a demerara syrup here made and good to go. So we're gonna use that in our recipe today. This one's gonna be super simple. As I mentioned, we got no infusions going on. We're just putting all the flavors into a bowl here. We're gonna mix it, we're gonna taste it, adjust the sugars if we have to, and then we're gonna bottle it up and make a cocktail. Couldn't be easier. All right, so first step is our brandy, or if you're using vodka, go with vodka. There's a cup, and there's a half. I was worried that if, we may as well put the rest in. There it goes. We had almost exactly a cup and a half of brandy. We're gonna start with a cup of our demerara syrup. I'm actually gonna go 3/4 of a cup. That's gonna give us exactly a 2-to-1 ratio. All right, so right now we have our brandy and we have our sugar syrup in there. Now all we need to do is add our flavorings to make this a proper amaretto. So for our almond flavor, we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of almond extract. This stuff is powerful, so 2 teaspoons should give us more than enough of that almond flavor. We can always add more if we're not impressed with the almond flavor by the end. I can already smell it coming off of there. Whew. We're also gonna do 1 teaspoon of my vanilla extract. This is homemade, takes a year to make, but it's pretty awesome, totally worth it. So check out that video. All right, so just 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And now for our secret ingredient, we've got just a 1/2 teaspoon of instant coffee granules. So just any instant coffee, your favorite instant coffee. Not that instant coffee is very good, but I keep it around just for weird uses like this. So we're gonna do just a 1/2 teaspoon of instant coffee. We're gonna give that a good mix until those dissolve into our liquid. And it shouldn't make it, no, I haven't tried this, so I don't know, but it shouldn't make it taste like coffee. It should just kind of enrich the flavors, deepen the flavors of the amaretto. That's it. Your amaretto's done. Now, these flavors will evolve a little bit as it ages, as it sits in the bottle. After a couple days, after a week, it'll probably get that much better, but you don't necessarily have to. This is ready to use right now because there is nothing in here that needed to infuse. So this is ready to go. Let's bottle it up. And there it is, bottled up, our homemade 20-minute amaretto, not even like 5-minute amaretto, ready to use. Let's put it up against Di Serono and find out which one's the best. Now, right off the bat, you can clearly tell that the Di Serono is a lot clearer. Mine's a lot more cloudy. That's just because we've got some kind of fresh sugar syrup in there. If you let this sit for a couple weeks, the sediments will kind of sink to the bottom. At that point, you could filter it a few times. It doesn't take away any flavor or anything, but it does clarify it, and then you end up with a much more clear product. So we definitely could do that if we wanted to. Very nice, and there's nothing wrong with Disaronno. It's a great Amaretto. Nice flavor, nice almond flavor, slightly fruity. Let's do our 10-minute Amaretto. Very almond flavor, very forward. The sweetness level is almost on point. It's almost perfect for both. That coffee is doing something interesting. If I didn't know there was coffee in here, coffee grounds in here, I wouldn't really know what to point out, but it is nice. I like it. This one has a fruitiness that is not really present in here as much. That's probably just due to the way it's done. I think there's also some like apricot kernels or apricots, dried apricots that are steeped in there. A lot of Amaretto recipes from scratch call for that. That might add that little extra fruitiness. But overall, not bad. Let's make a cocktail. All right, this is the Bakewell Tart Sour, starting with 1.5 ounces of cognac, 1 ounce of our homemade Amaretto. We've got 1/4 ounce of cherry syrup directly from the jar of Luxardo, finished off with 1/2 ounce of lemon and a dash of Angostura. Let's shake it up, serve in a rocks glass, and garnish with the decorative lime peel and some maraschino cherries. All right, let's try it. That's not bad. Cognac forward, get that nice Amaretto. And then, ooh, yeah, really linger that almond maraschino cherry flavor, orgeat flavor really sticks around on the back end, but it's very nice. It's not overly sweet. I don't have a problem with the Amaretto sour, but when you put the Amaretto front and center, doing 1.5 ounces or even 2 ounces of Amaretto, sometimes it's just way too sweet. This is a nice balance. So if you haven't tried this one, I highly recommend it. All right, well there it is, guys. Super easy to make. Amaretto from home, only takes like 5 minutes. Throw about 5 ingredients together, and you've got your own Amaretto. We got a whole bunch of the homemade liqueurs already on the channel, so make sure you click that playlist and stick around. Make sure you subscribe, because we will be taking our homemade Amaretto and making a series of cocktails using Amaretto. So stay tuned for that. Cheers.